And joining us here today on News 10 for our Eye on Terre Haute is Mayor Duke Bennett. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, it's always great to be here.
Yeah, time to catch up on a few things that we always ponder about. One of the things that we noticed was there's a lot of road construction going on all around town, and I know this is the season to kind of get it in and get it over with.
Yeah, that is always the case. You know, when you get in past the spring, all the bids go out during the spring, and then the work starts early summer basically and lasts until the end of the season. And it's a combination of things. It's just their typical, you know, paving and asphalting that we do. Then there's obviously some road projects themselves, like Margaret Avenue is probably the biggest one. And then you've got utility work that continues to go on. Plus, we're doing, and related to the, utilities, sewer work, especially in the center part of the city, kind of the downtown and east, a little bit east of there, where we're relining some of the sewers that were built back in the 1860s with concrete. And so you see trucks sitting out there. Joint continues to put in fiber across the city. Vectron continues to do a lot of work with their pipeline. So you've got all the utilities and then all the road work, and so it kind of makes, you know, it becomes very inconvenient at times, but it's all progress, and we hope that they get it done really quick and we get traffic flow back to normal.
Well, if you've driven down Ohio Street in downtown Terre Haute, you've noticed that sometimes we've been down to one lane just because of that traffic that's going on. So there's a lot of signs out that you just have to pay attention to.
And a lot of those are only a few days at a time, but some of them are a little longer, of course. But it's the season, as you said earlier, and we'll have that now probably until, you know, through October. You'll see a lot of that kind of activity.
Did any of that road construction get pushed back because we saw a lot of rain in the month of June?
Not really. You know, there's certain days they take off when it's just absolutely, you know, totally just too wet. But there is a lot of things they can do if it's not raining. And so really, I think most things are pretty much on schedule.
Okay, sounds good. And speaking of on schedule, what about the budget this year? I know you guys are starting to plan for that.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's a continuous cycle really as you monitor and deal with the current budget, but then you begin to plan for the next year. And so our 2016 budget, we're kind of beginning to prepare that now internally, and we'll share that with the council in August. So, you know, there's challenges still, but at least you know, we're holding the line on a lot of things, so I'm feeling better about some parts of the budget. Other parts are still stressed, but as we put it together and we begin to meet with the council, we'll be able to get a lot of those things figured out. And
you guys are thinking that you're going to be all good to go for this year so far? Anything with grant issues or anything like that?
No, it doesn't look like it. You never know. I mean, anything can happen, and sometimes it has to do with timing of different things, but right now things are, you know, moving along pretty well.
Okay, and something new for us here in Terre Haute, we're talking about the Ribfest. This is something new, kind of bring people down to the river. Tell us a little bit about what Ribfest is and when we can expect it.
Well, one of our goals is to get more people to come to Fairbanks Park, and we want that to become more utilized. As we know, the dog park is opened up. We're going to be opening up the trail on the south end here before long. It's pretty much done. But we want to start getting people to come and do things, more things at Fairbanks Park and be able to experience the river.
And one of the ways to do that is food.
Exactly. People always show up for food. But, you know, ribs are a big deal. A lot of people will travel around and go to Ribfest. And so we wanted to have one. We got a lot of sponsors. The Parks Department kind of spearheaded this and just wanted to do something a little bit different. And it'll be in August, and we'll put out a lot of information for that. But we just want people to come down and enjoy a different kind of an event that we want to host at Fairbanks Park.
Very cool. Sounds very good. I know we're going to check in with you more about that some other time down the road because people love their ribs, they love their food, they want to know all about it. Well, we appreciate you stopping by today.
No problem.